Okay, so this is basically the second part for chapter 2. Okay, so we are going to start with inequalities. Okay, so for inequalities, firstly, let us start with linear inequalities. So there are a few properties that we have to know first before we can start with the questions. So let us do a bit of recap. Okay, so if A is greater than B, then A plus C is greater than B plus C. So if we add some number, the inequality sign is the same. And then if we have A greater than B, then A minus B is greater than B minus C. So same thing, if we do some subtraction, the inequality sign will stay the same. However, if we do multiplication, if we have A greater than B, then AC is greater than BC. Another one is AC is less than BC. So why do we have different sign here? Okay, so this is actually because whether you are multiplying with some positive number or negative number. If you multiply with some positive number, the inequality sign will stay the same. If you multiply with some negative number, the inequality sign will need to be flipped. So we need to flip the sign for a negative number. Okay, so for example, if let's say I give you negative x greater than 3, and then I told you to times them with negative 1, so times with negative 1 on the left hand side and right hand side. So since we are multiplying with some negative number, then that means this one is x less than negative 3. So this one is multiply with negative 1. Okay, so if let's say I have 2x greater than 5, and then in order to have x as the subject, I will need to times with half. So half is some positive number, so x is greater than 5 over 2, because we simply times them with half. So times with some positive number, we don't have to flip the sign. If you times with some negative number, do remember to flip the sign. So flip for negative, same for positive. Another one is that if we have A greater than B, then if we take the reciprocal, then 1 over A is simply less than 1 over B. So for example, if let's say I give you 10 is greater than 5, and if I do 1 over 10 and 1 over 5, obviously 1 over 5 is definitely greater than 1 over 10. So that means if we take the reciprocal of A over A and B, then that means we should flip the sign as well. Okay, so let us go to the example. Okay, so the first one, solve 5x minus 1 less than or equal to 3x plus with 7. So let us write down the question first. Less than 3x plus 7. Okay, so on the left hand side, let us expand this. So this is 5x minus 5 less than or equal to 3x plus with 7. Bring the x to the left hand side, so 5x minus 3x to x less than or equal to 7 plus with 5, so this is 12. So x will be less than or equal to 6. Okay, so the way we write our answer, there are two methods to write your answer. So you can use solution set, or you can use solution interval. So you can write them in the set notation or in interval. In the set notation, so we should do some braces. So those are the set, and then x such that, and then take whatever inequalities that you have here. So x less than or equal to 6. So this is our solution set. In solution interval, we should start from the lowest number, so x less than or equal to 6. So that means the highest will be 6, the lowest will be negative infinity. Always open bracket for negative infinity. For 6, we do have some equal sign, therefore this is a square bracket. Okay, so that's it for example 1. Okay, so for example 2, 3 minus 2 over 3x less than 5, or 1 over 2x plus 1 less than or equal to negative 2. Okay, so since we have or, so this one is union. So that means once we know the solution for both of them, we need to unite our answer. Okay, so let me do for the left hand side first. 3 minus 2 over 3x less than 5. So bring the 3 to the right hand side. So we have negative 2 over 3x less than 5 minus 3. So this is 2. And then I'm going to times everything with negative 3 over 2. So that I will have 1 over here. Okay, so times them with negative 3 over 2. So this is x. So this is greater than 2 times with negative 3 over 2. So cancel out. So x is greater than negative 3. So one solution over here. Okay, so or another one, we have 1 over 2x plus 1. So this is less than or equal to negative 2. Bring positive 1 to the right hand side. So half of x is less than or equal to negative 3. Let us times with 2 so that I can have x as the subject. So times with 2. So this x will be less than or equal to negative 6. So we don't have to flip the sign because we simply multiply with some positive number. This one we have to flip the sign because we are multiplying with some negative number. Okay, so now we have two solutions. Then we should combine them together in one number line. So draw one number line. So we have negative 6, negative 3. So less than or equal to negative 6. And then greater than negative 3. Okay, so we do have two separate interval over here. So now in solution set. Okay, so we have x such that. Okay, so normally for me, I prefer to start with x less than. So x less than negative 6 or x is greater than negative 3. So that is for solution set. For solution interval, okay, so we're going to start from the left hand side here. So that is negative infinity up until negative 6 square union with negative 3 up until infinity. Okay, so the last one. Okay, so now for example 3, solve 3x minus 1 less than x plus 3 less than 2x plus 5. Okay, so we should separate this into two different inequalities. So this is the first inequalities that we're going to solve. And then this one is the second inequalities. Okay, so since this x plus 3 is somewhere in between this and this, therefore when we separate them, we should use the word and because it should satisfy both. Okay, so 3x minus 1 less than x plus 3, and at the same time x plus 3 should be less than 2x plus 5. Okay, so this one, expand this. So 3x minus 3 less than x plus 3. Bring the x to the left hand side. So 2x less than 3 plus 3. So this is 6. So we should divide everything by 2. So divide here by 2. So x less than 3. Okay, so now I'm going to bring the x to the left hand side. So this is negative x less than 5 minus 3. So 2. So divide everything by negative 1. So x is greater than negative 2. Okay, so once you have those two answers, again draw your number line. So we have negative 2, 3. So greater than negative 2 less than 3. So when we combine them together, find out the intersection. So the intersection is here. So that means your answer is negative 2, 3. So in solution interval, it will be negative 2, 3. In solution set, x such that negative 2 less than x less than 3. Okay, so that's all for the linear inequalities. So I'll see you guys in the next video.